Portion of Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by Procompounding Pharmacy.
Well, it is something that we have been hearing a lot about really for a couple of years now. Supply chain issues taking a toll on several things, a variety of products that have caused a ripple effect across the country. One of those is definitely scary, and that's medicines, and we've been hearing a lot about that. This morning we have Jessica Patrone, owner and founder of Procompounding Pharmacy, here to talk a little bit about supply chain issues as it relates to medicine, and it's good to have you back on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I said it was definitely one of those things that's very scary. And I think for parents, there's nothing worse than going to the children's section and seeing bare shelves.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. You get some very panicked moms on the phone that are looking for things for their children, things that you think that you're naturally going to have at your disposal that all of a sudden you don't.
Yeah, because we always have.
Yeah.
I mean, we've never had an issue. So what happens when we get to that point where we're seeing that on this kind of a level?
So there's a ton of different reasons why we can have these problems, right? So some are regulatory, some are non-regulatory. We saw that with COVID, where we had a huge increase in demand. So sometimes it's a demand issue, sometimes it's sourcing raw materials or natural disasters. It doesn't just have to be a pandemic. But basically, if manufacturers can't make the medications, that puts everybody in a tight spot. So that's where compounding can step in and help out.
That's what I was going to say. So how does that affect you from the compounding sort of process?
Yeah. So I'll give you a couple examples. Recently, there were some prescription medications that probably a lot of people are familiar with that were on back order. One of them was amoxicillin. And that was, there's a few countries in the world that make the raw material for amoxicillin. So there were sanctions put on some of those countries, and because of that, it created a raw material shortage. So that happened more so with the pediatric suspensions. Again, it's an antibiotic, so kids need these things. And that's where compounding was able to step in and make those available to the patient pretty quickly. Zonisamide another one, so that's a seizure drug. So you can see not just, over-the-counter medications, but prescription medications, how significant of an issue that can be.
So did you have any issues trying to get the things that you need to do the compounding?
We did not. So a lot of the time we'll already have these bulk powders in stock, and that's what we compound with, our bulk raw ingredients. We have sources, multiple sources where we can get that from. So just because it's not available in a finished product, like you would see Tylenol over the counter or ibuprofen suspension for kids, doesn't mean that if there's other issues causing that shortage, maybe an increase in demand, maybe transportation issues, there are various reasons, and it's not directly related to raw material, a compounder can step in, they can still acquire the medication and really make it in any form that you need.
And we have found out from just having you on the show so many different benefits when it comes to being able to do that for the patient when other things may not have been able to work.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's normally we create things that are not commercially available. Okay, that's what compounders do, customize medications. But there's times when we can make things that are commercially available. And that's, the FDA recognizes that as a shortage. They put it on a shortage list, and then that's what allows compounders to step in and make those things.
Man, saving the day, for sure.
Yeah, every once in a while we get to be the hero, right?
Yes, yes. Well, great to have you on the show. Thanks for addressing that. Learned so much, as I always do. If you would like more information, again, she is at Procompounding Pharmacy right here in Johnson City. You can call that number for more information. You can always check out their website as well, procompounding.com.
The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by Procompounding Pharmacy.